as promised, the man, the myth, the legend himself here in the studio with us this morning. Chris Anthony, welcome to Good Morning Vail. Thanks for getting up so early to hang out with us.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure.
Now, you're a longtime Vail local, and how long have you been here?
Oh, I mean, I lost count, but I've been here since high school. I came over originally on a scholarship to Ski Club Vail, lived with a family here, and then eventually, like a year and a half later, my parents moved here, opened up a business. My dad had a business up in Beaver Creek for 30 years or so, yeah, I think. And so, yeah, I've been here a while.
Yes, and then also, you know, if maybe you don't live here in Vail and you haven't seen Chris around town, you might have seen him in Warren Miller films, which you have done how many?
27 years. This will be the one coming out this fall will be my 27th.
Nice. And where were you skiing for this one?
We did a tribute to Stein Eriksen, the late Stein Eriksen that just passed away last year. And so I was in Deer Valley, his hometown.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so you're not just the pro skier that's just kind of riding on this fame from skiing. You actually have really taken this experience and put it into youth programs. You have this youth initiative project. Tell us about what it is and how it started.
Yeah, there's been a few kids here in the Valley that have been impacted by it for sure as I go around to a lot of schools. This came about very organically 19 years ago. I was asked to go in and talk at a school on behalf of Colorado Ski Country in their 5th grade passport program. And upon doing so, I walked into the school. I had no idea what I was going to talk about, but I shared with them some of my Warren Miller exploits, and all of a sudden the kids were asking questions and the teachers were asking questions, and then we realized we have a really teachable presentation here, and it goes far beyond just sharing Warren Miller clips. It's geography, it's culture, it's talking about different ethnicities, and I just basically take the kids on a trip around the world. And all of a sudden teachers were requesting it from one school to the next, and all of a sudden they were having quizzes around it, and I got asked back year after year after year. Eventually, because of budget reasons, it got dropped by Colorado Ski Country, but the demand didn't. So I continued on by myself. And for a while I did it under the Vail Resorts flag, and then what happened was one of the larger foundations here in Colorado really pushed me to start my own entity with it. So now it's a 501c, and it's called the Chris Anthony Youth Project. So not only do I have the school presentations, and I have 3 of them now, but I'm developing a STEM program that's not only just the in-classroom, but it's the experiential tied on to it. So teachers, we're building the curriculum for teachers to have for free. And then I'm providing scholarships for individual students and entire classes. So last year I actually spoke to over 15,000 kids, and then scholarshiped over 150 of them in. And this year that number, at least the scholarships will increase. I think I'm at my limit though, reaching that many students speaking to though. That was full on for several months.
And clearly you're not actually sleeping, right? With all of these things that you're doing. Now I know coming up actually today, so this is our weekend show, but today you're going to be heading over to one of the schools locally, right?
Yep, the Charter Academy. So they made a request. They want for me to show the film Climb to Glory, which is a documentary about the 10th Mountain Division. So there we have Colorado history, American history, world history, all combined into one wonderful film about the founding fathers of our ski industry, especially here in Vail. So it's a great tie. And the teachers love it. So it'll be a 45-minute film presentation. I do an intro and then a Q&A after. And depending on how the school prepares for that, like did they already get the kids to study up, or will they do it afterwards and have the kids, write a report on it? So it's a very teachable, again, presentation, and this one is relevant to our valley here.
Love it, love it, love it. One of our phenomenal locals, just sharing that knowledge worldwide. And if people are interested in finding out more about you, or if they'd like to bring you to their school, how do they find out more information?
You can simply go to my website, chrisanthony.com, or just email me, chris@chrisanthony.com. I have an intern that's she's been helping me out with the calendar and getting all the school visits in, so it's a lot. So I'll do them all the way up and through December. I'll tie them with the Warren Miller tour that goes in November. So I'll be traveling throughout the state. I'm getting a couple requests outside the state too.
Love it. Well, make sure to look forward to seeing Chris in that Warren Miller film coming up later in November. Thank you so much for coming on and
Absolutely.
joining us. And coming up next, Mark has a look at your local weather forecast. So don't go away.